73 years ago today, the CIA, as well as the British SIS, overthrew the duly elected Prime Minister of Iran. And honestly, it was pretty wild. In 1906, after demands from its people, Iran became the first democracy in the Middle East through a constitutional monarchy, kind of like England and Belgium. And although this new constitution wasn't always respected, neither was Iran's sovereignty. The Allied forces, as well as the Soviet Union, took control of this neutral country in both world wars. It was near the start of the Second World War where things really began to change for Iran. In 1941, the Allied forces removed the Shah from power, leading to massive political unrest for the next 10 years. During this time, Iran was plagued with political violence and nearly 17 different parliamentary governments. Britain, on the other hand, was getting quite fat under its military occupation, sucking up all the oil under Iran and giving nothing back in return. However, this changed in 1951 when the people of Iran had had enough. A man named Mohammad Mossadegh was elected as prime minister, promising to remove the British and retake control over their oil. And, to the chagrin of Winston Churchill, he did. This caused the recently stroked out Prime Minister of England to turn to the new up-and-coming superpower, the US, for help. Taking the lead, the CIA, as well as the British SIS, began spreading propaganda throughout Iran, getting the detractors of Mossadegh into a frenzy. Additionally, they bought off Iranian military figures and separated Mossadegh from the Tudeh party, which was one of his major groups of supporters. As violence swept over the streets of Tehran, Mossadegh began feeling the pressure, until eventually, he surrendered. In less than a week and under $100,000, the CIA pulled off their first successful coup. That being said, as stated by historian Everett Abrahamian, these actions directly led to the Iranian Revolution of 1979. The US reinstated the Shah as the leader of Iran and, ever so kindly, allowed them to keep 50% of the oil revenue to help keep down dissidents. However, this really didn't help, as 85% of the country's wealth was kept by the Iranian elite. This meant that many Iranians were dying of starvation. Trade unions were outlawed and freedom of speech was basically destroyed. Anyone who spoke out against this puppet regime was put before a military tribunal and sent to prison. And that's if you were lucky, as a report from Amnesty International found that in 1975, Iran had the highest number of capital punishment sentences in the world. Looking for help anywhere they could find it, the people of Iran turned to the most militant anti-American person they could, Ayatollah Khomeini. By 1979, Iran was in a full-tilt revolt, kicking their American overlords from their country. On the way out, one American diplomat stated that, "We used to run this country. Now, we don't even run our own embassy." Today, Trump thought it'd be a really fun idea to run it back, only for the US to once again get its cheeks clapped. Is this what the art of the deal's about? Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And that's your History Today.